It's personal between me and you, and I'm going to do you some serious harm, you big stiff idiot.
The Untouchable True School Sports Empire proudly presents something the boxing game's been missing. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. All right, so I wanted to touch on this gentleman right here, the WBO 105-pound champion, Oscar Collazo, because he did fight on the recent card for Hoya and John Ryder. He was the co-main event. Golden Boy Promotions, I think, did a great job by giving him a co-main event slot for a fight that was, pretty notable. But a lot of people that don't normally watch the 105-pound division in boxing were exposed to Oscar Collazo and the talent he brings to the ring as he fought the overmatched Nicaraguan Reneas Gutierrez, and he stopped him in 3 rounds. Now, let's talk about it, man. Oscar Collazo, when you watch that fight, you see the boxing IQ, you see the ability to command distance, you see the aggressiveness and the precision power punching that he brings to the table against a guy like Gutierrez. And look, the fight was what it needs to be on paper. They handpicked Gutierrez so that they can drum up some interest for this guy. Because look, I always say, man, these guys, especially the 105-pounders, they're the lowest weight class in boxing in terms of weight, in terms of coverage, in terms of attention. So anytime they get a shot like this in a co-main event slot on a big card, I don't care if it's against, the champions or the freaking the mail delivery driver up the street. You got to make a statement, and he did that. So credit to him. The question I have as BT, True School Sports, the boxing fan and content creator is, what's the pathway towards making Oscar Collazo a star? Can Golden Boy Promotions build Oscar Collazo into a star? The way that guys of yesteryear like Roman Gonzalez were, or Chiquita Gonzalez, or Michael Carbajal, and these kind of guys, what's his name? Danny Romero, Johnny Tapia, these guys, right? Because, he's got world-class skills, but unfortunately, there's always going to be that stigma for people to say, why would I want to watch 2 midgets fight? 2 guys who are like small, not midgets, but you know what I mean, like small guys, when people want to see heavyweights and things like that. So you gotta keep this guy active. And it seems like Oscar Collazo and De La Hoya have an agreement already, because in his post-fight interview, Oscar Collazo had stated that that's my first offense. He looked at Oscar and said, that's number 1. That's my first offense. And then he clarified and said that I guess that him and Oscar had agreed that they're going to do 5 defenses this year, because Oscar said, and I quote, Oscar Collazo said, and I quote, I want that money, right? So that being said, he wants that money. He wants to, get paid, like Tyson Fury said, we all want to get paid and get laid, right? I think any man, that's any man's objective. You want to get paid and get laid, respectfully. And Oscar Collazo wants to be seen. And so I think there's a potential here. Jaime Munguia sold 10,000 tickets this fight. Jaime Munguia's tickets, I can't be a hater, all right? Munguia is a draw. He sold 10,000 tickets to Arizona. I think that Golden Boy Promotions needs to take a play out of Tom Loeffler's book, from back in the day when they were trying to build up Roman Gonzalez, when they would put him on co-main events to Gennady Golovkin undercards. Golovkin was a big ticket seller, so Chocolatito being the co-main event, he was able to get a lot of fans from these cards just so long as he had great performances and delivered. And he did when he fought guys like Brian Valori and Edgar Sosa and these kind of guys. So I think that's what Oscar needs to do. Every time Munguia fights, Oscar Collazo co-main event. Anytime Virgil Ortiz fights, Oscar Collazo co-main event. And then when he's not co-main eventing one of those cards, then I think he has to be headlining his own cards in Puerto Rico to build up that Puerto Rican fan base, build a nice little buzz from it on the island, because I know he fought there recently, but there really hasn't been a fighter in decades that can really generate, that buzz in the island of Puerto Rico, as far as fighting there regularly and being an attraction over there. And I think he has the skills. I think he's likable. I think he speaks very well. He knocks people out. He's got 7 knockouts in 9 fights. So he automatically, just off of his record on paper, he already puts to bed this bullshit narrative that these small guys can't punch. I look at guys like Ken Shiro, he can punch in a way. Oscar Collazo, Roman Gonzalez, Kosai Tanaka, you know, and the list goes on and on and on. A lot of these guys in the lower weight class, they say the lower weight class can't punch. A lot of these dudes are sporting 65%, 70%, 80%, 85% knockout ratios. So that's all false narratives that people use to justify why they don't want to watch the lower weight classes, right? But again, I think Oscar Collazo has all the makings to be the next Puerto Rican star. All respect to all the Puerto Rican fighters trying to make a name for themselves, but I feel like he's gonna be the one. Just so long as Golden Boy continues to do what they're doing for him, and I think a lot of people complain about Golden Boy Promotions and the guys they aren't promoting properly. This is a guy I feel like they are promoting properly. He's already headlined the card on the island. He gets fought on the co-main event of Jaime Munguia card. As long as they keep doing things like that, and he keeps doing his job in the ring, this is gonna be a match made in heaven. You know, you would expect Oscar Collazo to be with a guy like Bob Arum, because Bob Arum loves those Puerto Rican fighters. But Oscar Collazo is with Oscar de la Hoya, who he was coincidentally named after because his mom had a little crush on Oscar, right? Because I was a favorite fighter. So, it's funny how life works out. But I think there's real potential here with Oscar Collazo to be a star and to be someone that's a net positive for Puerto Rican boxing as a whole, and most importantly, the minimum weight division. So I'm looking forward to him following in the footsteps of guys like Ivan Calderon and carving out a nice career for himself. And obviously, we know what the big fights are in this weight class: Jinjiro Shigeoka, Yudai Shigeoka. And if they really want to try and get this guy to become undisputed, then they may have to overpay, knockout CB Freshmart, who has one of the titles in the division, to come to the States. Everyone keeps saying, BT, talk about Oscar Collazo, you talk about the Shigeoka brothers, but how come he ain't showing no love to Thailand and knock out CB Freshmart? So look, they may have to do that, overpay him, get him in the ring, and let's make it happen. So, there is a pathway to make this kid a star because he is the goods. But Golden Boys got to keep doing what they're doing, and I like what they're doing. So, what do you guys think? Do you guys think Oscar Collazo could become a star in the sport of boxing? I mean, I think Puerto Rican boxing is still looking for a star. Nobody who they try to build up as the next star has those A-level skills. This guy has the A-level skills, but he's just not in a glamour division. So that's where the obstacle is. But I think he can overcome anything. So we'll see how it goes. But leave your comments down below. Make sure you guys take the time to subscribe. And like I say in every single one of these videos, you can love me or you can hate me. But I'm just a kid from Daniel. So until next time, take care, guys. Thank you for watching another video on the untouchable True School Sports Empire. For more great boxing content just like this video, click right here and make sure you subscribe. Much love from sunny South Florida.